So I'm Jo, and I work as a senior lecturer. I have a 7-year-old son. We're renovating our house, and it just sometimes feels like a bit too much. For about a year, I've been struggling with my mental health. I felt unable to do anything. I felt I was doing a terrible job at work, a terrible job at being a parent, being a terrible wife, being a terrible daughter, friend, everything. Well, I didn't know how to make it better or make me better because I didn't really understand where all of these feelings and all of these emotions were coming from. It's difficult to kind of motivate yourself to do anything, and everything feels overwhelming. But also I wanted to find strategies that would give me strength to pursue career progression if I chose to. I was struggling with a sense of identity. I knew that I was Jo, the senior lecturer. I knew that I was Jo, the mum. I knew that I was Jo, the wife, but I didn't know who Jo was anymore. And that was a big emotional strain, because to be a good role model to your own child, you've got to be confident, you've got to have self-belief, you've got to have a positive outlook. And I didn't have any of those things. I'd stopped kind of taking care of my appearance, and I stopped doing things for me and just focusing completely on everyone else. And it kind of burnt me out in the end, I think. I realise now that I'd kind of shut myself off from people. So I wasn't seeing friends, and my relationship with my husband was strained because of how I distanced myself.
Jo, what changed as a result of our work?
I feel now like I do remember who Jo is. I do remember what her values are, what she enjoys. I've been bringing colour back into my life. I've been doing things I just didn't have the headspace for before, but I've kind of made time for that. And we're doing things more as a family now, which is really nice. Ultimately, I'm looking forward to putting kind of my new thought processes into action and learning that it's okay to say no. That was a big one for me. Far too long, I'd prioritised work over my family, and I know that priority is going to shift. I feel strong enough now to do that, brave enough. I'm a lot happier. I'm a lot more confident. I have that self-belief. I know that I can go back and kind of reflect on all of the work that we've done and kind of remind myself that actually, no, you can do this and things don't have to be an issue.
What was it like working through the timeline therapy process?
It was emotional. I don't think I've cried so much in my life. It was all very pertinent and very deep, and delved beneath the surface level issues that maybe I'd been focusing on. I always finished feeling like a big weight had been lifted, like I understood myself a little bit more. I feel more prepared to deal with life and the world and work and everything, really. But I've left feeling so much more positive. I came at it because I was desperate to be well, and kind of everything else that I had tried hadn't really worked, like counselling and stuff hadn't really worked. But because this was kind of much more about your being and how things in the past impact you in the present and in the future, you can change things for the better. Yeah, it was definitely for me worth it. The relationship that I've developed with you, Victoria, has been kind of, I feel like I have a friend. Yeah, somebody who you can confide in, who isn't going to think what you're saying is silly, and it's okay to talk about it. So I thank you for that. I'm crying again.
Just for old time's sake.
Yeah. They're happy tears.